Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. So I'm starting off my look today with a couple of sprays of rose water across my whole face. Next, a little bit of moisturizer. This is the Don't Hate Hydrate by Tarte. It smells like grapefruit and it's a water-based moisturizer, so I really like this one. And next, a little bit of poreless primer from Tarte. And that's it for skin prep today, really simple. So next I'm going with my brows. I'm using my e.l.f. brow pencil and taupe, lining them and filling them in. Going over that with a little bit of brow powder, using the e.l.f. brow powder palette, using the lighter shade from the center to the arch, and the darker shade from the arch to the tail. Topping all that off with the Busy Gal Brow from Tarte. I'm the shade, I believe it's called Blonde. Contouring out my brows and priming my eyelids with a little bit of the e.l.f. concealer. Blending it out with my fingers first. Then smoothing over it with a beauty blender. So to start off my eye look, I'm taking this black crayon eyeliner that I got a big pack of them from Amazon. They're really creamy and easy to blend, so I like using them with eyeshadows. I'll use them as a base. Then going in with this mini smoky eye palette from CoverGirl, using a little small blending brush, packing it on there, and blending it together with that eyeliner one that I just did. Then I'm using a clean medium blending brush to buff out the edges. Now if you're watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, the dark colors don't really look like they're blended at all, I don't know what I'm talking about, I need to blend more, I understand what you're coming from. I think it's genuinely just the fluorescent lighting in my room, because every time I go upstairs in the natural lighting or even just the warm lighting, it looks 100% better. Now I am making my cut crease with that same e.l.f. concealer from earlier, just roughly following that line that I did with the eyeliner and blending it all out. So now that I'm happy with my base, it's time to move on to the fun part. I'm using that Brazilian palette and going in with a very bright red shade on the inner corner of my eye. What you just saw me do there was move my contact. It is so hard to do my makeup with contacts. The full length of this video was about 45 minutes. I'd say about 10 minutes of it was waiting for my contacts to stop being so blurry so I could see what I was doing. So if you enjoy doing makeup but you have contacts and you're getting frustrated, just have the patience, wait it out. I promise you it's worth it. Next, going in with a bright orange shade, blending that right onto the red. Yellow. A nice emerald green shade. A good dark blue. And of course, last but not least, my favorite color, purple. Then I'm taking each of those colors and creating a similar pattern on my under eye to bring this whole look full circle. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other eye. Cleaning up the edges with a makeup wipe to make a cleaner, sharper edge. And smudging out the parts that I wiped a little too much off of. And of course, if you know me, you know what's next is a little bit of glitter eyeliner. And I'm going to take that along the crease and along my lower lash line, connecting the two lines. And repeat. And that completes all the steps for the eyeshadow. It's looking really good so far. I love how blended it all looks. I'm just gonna go around with a Q-tip with micellar water and clean up those edges underneath the eyeliner. Now I realize my eyes aren't exactly even, but they're even enough to where I'm gonna stop messing with them. In nature, things aren't always symmetrical, so I try not to stress out over it too much. And I'm putting here a coat of mascara. This is the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. And finishing off that eye look with a little bit of a pearlescent white eyeliner on my lower lash line to really brighten it up. Next for my face, I'm using, of course, my Tarte Found Sealer in the shade Fair Neutral. Got about a pump and a half of it on the back of my hand and spreading it across my face using my finger. And I'm blending that in today with a new foundation brush that Jacob got me for Christmas. It's from Sonia Cusack. It's really, really soft and it blends everything together super nicely. It's probably the most even blend that I've been able to get with a brush so far. Then just going in with the e.l.f. Beauty Sponge, mostly along my eyeshadow to blend out that harsh foundation line and get in those little corners. Next for contour, I'm using this e.l.f. contour palette. I just got it yesterday at Target. Going in with an angled brush and going along the natural contour of my face underneath my cheekbones as well as my forehead. I have to wear my hair up a lot for work, so I've noticed my hair is kind of thinning out, and I'll use the contour to give the effect that it's not. Taking a small flat eyeshadow brush, doing a couple lines down my nose and buffing them out with my finger. And going over with a dirty blending sponge to soften out those harsh lines. Next, I'm going in with the blush. I'm using the brand Pacifica. It's like a dusty rose pink color. Taking that from the apples of my cheeks all the way up. And a little bit of bronzer from Wet n Wild that I also got yesterday. I love opening new makeup, it's so satisfying. I'll just go over where I did my contour with that bronzer and where I want my face to look a little warmer. Topping that off with a little bit of highlight, I'm using my Fresh and Frosted palette from Tarte in the lightest shade there. It's a white base with a little bit of a gold undertone. Looks really pretty and shimmery. And I'm now going over the top of everything to blend it all together with the Airspun finishing powder. and a big fluffy blending brush. This is also a new one from the Sonia Cusack, also really, really soft. Let's not forget, of course, our lashes. And plop. And plop. And finishing everything off with the finishing spray with the 45 SPF. And that's it, you guys. That completes the look for today. Giving you a little bit of that slow motion hair flip action. I love, love, love the way that this turned out. I think everything blended together really nicely and it looks really vibrant. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.